What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode number 10 of the Frank and Gordon Show, where we help the ambitious become confident, credible, and activated in whatever they do.
In this video, we're going to continue discussing the important topic of mindset. This subject plays a significant role in determining your level of achievement. If it's your first time here and you want to follow us for more tips on how you can further develop yourself, you know the drill.
That's right, guys. Make sure to hit the subscribe button along with the bell, and don't forget to give this video the thumbs up. Also, feel free to leave a comment in the section below, and don't forget to check out our website at www.frankandgordon.com.
In last week's episode, we discussed 3 points to get us started on this vital route to having the right mindset that is needed to realize our potential.
We discussed using positive self-talk,
Choosing to focus on the positive,
and effectively using our body movements.
these 3 elements are required to experience the mindset needed for best productivity. Now, in this week's episode, we're going to carry on the conversation by giving an additional 3 points to help develop the highest and sharpest state of mind.
So the first point for today is to abstain from all negative news. Almost everywhere we look is bad news, guys. There is a lot of difficult news out there. Think of the pandemic, the job losses, the deaths, and so on. And it's so easy to get stuck into the negativity and the fear that is so often spun up in the media.
I used to be an avid reader of the news, and about a year ago, I started an experiment. It worked for me, and I'm sure it'll work for you. I hugely reduced reading the news, and I believe it was one of the best decisions I took for my mindset. I used to find that what news is to the brain, sugar is to the body. Sugar is the biggest legal drug in the world. So is negativity. Negativity is damaging to your mindset. And news is so full of negativity and drama, which we all know could be addictive, and yet it turns us into people we don't want to become without us even realizing it.
So what we're saying is that news is a little bit like sugar. You take it in, but it doesn't nourish you. As a matter of fact, negative news is toxic to your brain and mindset. The sensationalism of news is hugely toxic to the mindset.
That's right. Because of clickbait and to increase readership, news outlets fill their news items with panic, which put your mind and body in a state of tension. The negative drama does huge damage to your mindset.
The sad thing is that tragedy sells, guys. However, it doesn't make sense for us to sit around and allowing others to shuffle bad news into our minds. It's certainly not going to allow for an optimal mindset that will give you the best that life has to offer. We're not suggesting that you turn a blind eye on what's going around us, because that would be foolish. But there is a limit, guys, and rest assured that if there is important news, you will still find out. The important stuff seems to get around all the time.
Your today's mindset determines your tomorrow. That's why your mind must turn fear and pain into hope if you're going to move forward in a positive and productive way.
And a great way to do this is to increase the consumption of good news. Our brains are like Velcro, so we've got to be careful.
Some studies have shown that it takes 5 positive interactions to make up for a single negative one.
And this 5-to-1 rule is a good rule to apply to our consumption of negative versus good news. For every piece of negative news, consume 5 positive ones.
Bad news is an energy drainer. That's all it is. It makes you less creative and less productive. Good news, on the other hand, is empowering. It increases your ambition and productivity.
So, the second point today is to develop an attitude of gratitude. In fact, one of the most important questions one needs to ask themselves is, what can I be thankful for? What exactly can I acknowledge and celebrate?
Instead of waking up in the morning complaining about a bad night's sleep, or perhaps thinking negatively about all the things that need to get done that day, what about waking up grateful for the fact that we have a new day to look forward to?
Instead of ending the day complaining about things that went wrong or complaining about the things that you didn't get done, end the day thinking about all that you accomplished on that day.
We need to recognize and acknowledge the abundance around us. That means being grateful. And grateful means feeling full of greatness. And we can feel full of greatness by recognizing all the good around us, recognizing all the positive around us, and appreciating it. This will lead to a positive mindset conducive to growth.
Develop an attitude of gratitude. In fact, develop an attitude of extreme gratitude. Be grateful for everything, and it will have a profound impact on your mindset.
Make this a part of your daily morning routine. Each morning, take the time to speak gratitude. Be grateful for the opportunities you have, the people in your life, and for the life that you live.
Even if you earned and worked hard for everything you have, never take it or anything else that matters for granted.
Gratitude changes things. If you're stuck in a rut, if you're upset about life, feeling anxious perhaps, if you're disappointed with yourself, any of these things, gratitude will change all of that.
Choose at least 3 things every day that you're grateful for. When you're grateful, you cannot be worried. You cannot be fearful. You cannot be angry. Keep in mind that being angry and being fearful is what messes people up. And the opposite is also true.
Work to develop unshakable gratitude. Studies show that with a grateful mindset comes a stronger immune system,
Less aches and pains,
lower blood pressure,
deeper and better sleep,
being more compassionate, generous, and helpful,
a feeling of being less lonely and isolated,
higher levels of positive emotion,
being more alert,
experiencing more joy and pleasure.
a feel of more optimism and happiness.
All these spin-off benefits come from practicing an unshakable attitude of gratitude. So if you want to actively seek ways to improve your quality of life, the mindset of gratitude clearly wields a great deal of power.
The third and final point we'll discuss today to ensure a tip-top mindset is to keep a positive inner circle. When you surround yourself with positive people, you'll hear positive outlooks, positive stories, and positive affirmations.
And these positive words will sink in and affect your own line of thinking, which will then affect your words and your actions in a positive way.
Finding positive people to fill in your life can be difficult, guys, but you need to eliminate all the negativity in your life, the negative energy, before it consumes you.
Positive thinking offers a compounding positive return. The more often you practice it, the greater benefits you'll experience. So the question is, are you spending time with the right people for your mindset and mental health?
Studies show that we're made up of the sum total of the people you spend most time with. This means your work colleagues and your friends. I personally can't imagine myself working in a negative environment.
You've got to flee a negative environment because it will only kill your ambition and it'll deny your potential.
Many say that you become like the 5 people you hang around with the most. So it's safe to say that if you want to have the right positive mindset, the kind of mindset that is conducive to growth and realizing your potential, you need to choose your crowd. You need to choose wisely, guys.
Negativity and positivity are mindset which are highly contagious. If you hang around negatively minded people, you will sooner or later end up with a negative mindset yourself.
Your inner circle plays a big role in how you think, what you do, and how you do it. Your mind picks up the dominant traits of those around you, attracts them, and brings them into your own life.
Birds of a feather flock together. You hang around with negative losers, you'll end up a negative loser. If you spend time with people who have cynical, negative mindsets, your mindset will become cynical and negative. You've got to watch out for yourself.
Align yourself with positive people. Align yourself with people that could encourage you and feed you positivity. Positive people empower you. These are the people who you can learn from and grow from.
These are the kind of people that contribute to your growth. Be with people who want more out of life. Be with people who are stretching themselves. People who are seeking higher ground. And these people are the positive people. These are the ones with a positive mindset.
It doesn't take any effort to be a negative loser, but you gotta challenge yourself to fight the negativity that's out there. Challenge yourself to resist the negative minds.
Because that mindset will only sabotage you. It's like a cancer. It will sabotage your efforts to grow. It will sabotage your efforts to reach your potential. It will produce the results that you don't want.
Many will try to crush your dreams by dampening and ridiculing them. Make a decision to forget the naysayers and say yes to your dreams. The future is unlimited for you right now. You have the power to change the direction of your life. You have the power to change your circumstances. You have the ability to change your thoughts, and opportunities to explore new horizons.
The same way you don't allow people to come into your home and dump their garbage on your kitchen table, don't allow negative people to dump their garbage into your mind. If you allow negative mindsets to interact with yours, you cannot grow. If you cannot grow, you cannot become your best. And if you cannot become your best, you cannot be happy. And if you cannot be happy, what else is left?
Developing the right mindset will give you better overall results. The better the mindset, the better the results. Your mindset determines your reality. Well, that's all we got for you guys this time. We thank you all for watching and for following us on social media.
And until next time, don't allow your mind to take you where you don't want to go. Instead, make a conscious decision to get into the driver's seat and take control of your future and your destiny.
So remember guys, abstain from negative news.
Develop an attitude of gratitude
And choose your inner circle carefully.
A combination of these three elements with what we discussed in episode 1 will guide you, direct and program your mind to give you the mental environment needed to help you reach your maximum potential. You cannot just exist. You've got to get your mindset right so that you can get into pole position. And on that note, we'll see you all next week.